Let's look at symptom development with viruses. There are a lot of different types of symptoms depending on what type of virus we're really looking at. Here we've got what I would call a mosaic. This is actually a papaya leaf. You can see that it actually looks quite strange and quite beautiful with all the greens and the yellows on it. This mosaic looks like it's made of lots of little pieces all put together. This is caused by a virus. It looks like it could be genetic in nature, but again, it still is caused by a virus. These are what we call Rembrandt tulips. Rembrandt was, of course, a famous Dutch painter. The tulip is often associated with Holland. What you see here is what is called color break. Tulips are normally monochromatic. In this particular case, the virus gets in, causes color break where it loses the monochromatic part and the recessive gene that's associated with that particular plant starts to shine through. This is quite striking. Rembrandt tulip bulbs that produce this sort of color break actually fetch a much higher price, and somewhere in the vicinity of 10 to 100 times the amount that a regular tulip bulb would go for. This again is a mosaic. In this particular case, you can see a lot of greens in here. The greens become quite interesting as well. This is on tobacco. It is quite a striking mosaic. You can see that all of these look like what we would call plastic symptoms. You are not seeing death of tissue, but you're seeing modification of living tissue. This particular one, it would be caused by tobacco mosaic virus. Tobacco mosaic virus is an elongate type virus that's very interesting to look at. Now you can start to see some of the parts in here actually do have necrotic lesions. The question is that caused by a virus, or could that be caused by another pathogen trying to come in at the same time? Notice the texture of the leaf, how the texture is quite modified. This is on corn. This shows various susceptibilities to corn mosaic virus, another virus in there. You can see on the part that says mock, that is really where you're getting no viral infection. On the other ones in the center, you can see what looks almost like a chlorosis heading towards a necrosis. It also gives you kind of a mosaic. When we look at viruses, we can see quite a few different types of symptoms. This is on green pepper. You can see the puckering of the leaves. This is going to be a kind of mosaic in here, but you can see a very distinctive rugosity on the leaves due to a viral infection. This is on a tomato. This is quite striking as well. You can actually see the places where infection occurred. What you're getting is concentric rings around the spot where the virus was actually transmitted. A tomato like this, of course, would not be sold fresh, but you can often find tomatoes like this that get processed into tomato products such as ketchup or tomato paste. The virus in it is quite striking. This is on potato. The leaves seem to be puckered. You have a lighter coloration to the leaves. When we see virus type symptoms, often they resemble things that you might not think of as being pathogenic. This could be herbicide drift, or this could be something along those lines. The concept in here remains quite the same. When we deal with viral symptoms, we can have stunting, we can have yellows, which is really chlorosis, we can have a leaf roll where it tends to bend around on itself. All of these, again, are plastic type symptoms where you're not getting the necrosis that occurs with other types of symptoms of pathogens. We have flower break or color break on the flower. We can have a ring spot. Look at the ring spot and you don't see the necrosis on it. What you see is different concentric rings. There is chlorosis, but there is no necrosis. You can have fruit deformation. Fruit deformation would come again from the modification of the tissue as the fruit is starting to expand that doesn't allow the tissue to expand properly. When that happens, you get these types of symptoms. This is stunting. This is caused by a virus. And what the virus will do is it will actually modify parts of the structure of the plant so that it's not able to grow the way it really should.